Hi guys, I hope you're doing great. I'm here in the Porto Maso Marina in Malta and I decided to make this short video for you. My recent decision is that I will give you everything. I will give you everything what I know about cold calling, and you will then be able to pick up my short videos about certain topics, and you will then be able to understand what my system is about. Today I will be speaking about the discovery part of the client conversation on the phone. This is very simple. It's simple and easy to learn when you just put the work into it. So what you actually do, you choose a certain keyword or two certain keywords which you apply to a certain entry sentence with which you trigger then the client's interest. So what I prefer to do every time when I do the discovery, and I'm speaking here about the need discovery, which means the pain discovery, which is the relevant business intelligence. So the most relevant part in the business conversation with your customer, when you do phone calling, when you do closing and sales on the phone, it's that you discover the client's needs, which is the pain. And how you actually do it when you want to come across as an expert, you need really to get straight to the point. And when you get straight to the point, you come to the point where after the initial introduction and after the greeting, which you do also in a certain way to not waste the time of your customer, you're coming to the discovery part. And the discovery part works that way, that you just pick up an area of interest which must be interesting for your customer, because it's just actually the area where he is working with, where he is responsible for. So let's say he is a responsible IT manager, so there must be something like an IT infrastructure which might be interesting for him. So what you do then, you just say, okay, John, what in the area of IT infrastructure, what's the main important topic you are interested in? Where do you like to improve most? And this is actually the entry sentence with which you start the discovery call. And then it's just to pick up more information from the customer by asking more relevant questions which are deepening his decision requirements. Very simple. You ask the next when he's explaining that maybe the topic, so he might answer you that, okay, we are currently like renewing or updating our infrastructure. We are implementing containerization in our infrastructure. This is a new technology which we decided to use. So then you can ask him, okay, and what's the most important criteria? What's the most important thing about putting into this type of technology? What do you want to achieve? And he will tell you then his own business criteria he wants to use when deciding about implementing a certain solution. So he will say, for example, yeah, it makes our environment faster, it makes it more transparent, it makes it also more available for automation and for continuous deployment. And then you can ask him a little bit more questions. So you can just, because you dig as long and as deep as he's empty of his requirements, which means when he revealed all the requirements, he will be telling you that, that's it. So you actually say then, okay, I understand what you want to achieve is a possibility to achieve continuous deployment. You want to achieve more transparency, and you want to achieve also a more faster environment. But what apart from that? What do you need? What do you want to achieve more? And then he will say to you an additional requirement which is eventually important for him, and you ask this as long as he comes to the point where he says, no, I think that's it. You might then want to ask him, like, for example, what's the most important requirement when considering transparency, when you considering the continuous deployment, and when considering, for example, the efficiency of this environment, what is the most important requirement from your perspective? and he might say, okay, this is about the efficiency and also about the availability of deploying continuous deployment and automation, implementing automation. Then you know the more important criteria, or the most important criteria from his decision requirements. So yeah, then from that point, you might also, so when you know all the requirements, you emptied his portfolio of arguments, his portfolio of decision requirements, then you can also ask him about his, you can do it, but you don't have to do it. You can ask him about his personal benefit. You can ask him at the end, okay, and when, let's assume that you can achieve with us exactly what you want to achieve. So you are achieving automation, you are achieving the possibility to implement continuous deployment, and you increase your efficiency with us. What would be the benefit which you personally will get of when it's all done and when it's working perfectly? So, and with that, you are actually pulling out a very strong question. This question is making the customer think about his own benefit when he is implementing with you, because this is what you are asking him, like when you implement this with us and it works perfectly in a perfect environment, in an ideal world, what would be the benefit which you will get, like personally. Let's say he's a decision maker, he's a CEO, or he's an, I don't know, CIO of a company, and when he decides to reveal his personal benefit, it's actually that you have something like a champion within the company who will, once the decision-making process is progressing, champion for your solution, because revealing his personal benefit, he somehow allies with you, he somehow knows that you really work not only for the company's benefit but also for his own benefit. So closing becomes then very simple and very easy when you do this questioning exactly as I said before. So I really achieved a lot of closings using this method. So after a very straight to the point introduction and greeting, I went to the question, okay John, in regards to your IT environment, what's the most important part you are interested in? What's the most important thing where you still want to improve? And then I digged deeper by asking these deepening questions. There is only one thing more which I would like to mention to you in regards to that. So when sometimes the customer is telling something which we just can't serve with, we just can't really deliver. Let's say we don't want to discuss the price because this is something which is set up within our policies, or we just do not like to make discounts because we don't like to discount ourselves. So what is possible then? How do you ask then to not be offensive or not to be defensive as well? So you can ask, okay, and apart from that, what is important for you? So you are, when he says, yeah, okay, the price is important, the pricing would be important, we would like really to save money with this solution, and you know that you don't want to make any discounts for him, you can then ask, okay, and apart from that, what is still important for you? What else is still important for you? Very simple. And of course there might be objection coming, but this is a topic for another video where I can just teach you how simple it is to loop back using the objections method and by deflecting and asking open questions. So it's always the case that you want to come back to the conversation with your techniques of looping back, and then you finally want to find out what the biggest pain point of the customer is, and then you have an easy close. With that said, I hope you're doing great. I hope you enjoy your time as I do here in Malta. Beautiful views, beautiful area. I hope you're doing great. Have a great day ahead and speak soon. Damien from Malta. Have a great day. And yes, don't forget to sign up and subscribe. Also hit the notification button and also hit a like when you like the content, so I can produce more of that in the future. And if you want to have one free coaching session with me together where I teach you this one-to-one, you can just give me a call and I will add my phone number pinned under this video, and then you can just go ahead and try it out, and I will teach you that, and it is that simple like that. Have a great day ahead. Speak soon. Goodbye.